You don't just say that to someone. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you are spending this day with your loved ones. I know this day can be a little bit difficult for a lot of people because, you know, us single Pringles out there. But honestly, it just makes me appreciate this day more because I love repping that singles life. So if you are single out there, it's okay, I feel you. I actually really love Valentine's Day just because of the food that's involved. So anyways, so for this mukbang, I have fondue. So if you hear some noises, there's some fuel here that's lit right now and it's actually on right now. So that's what the noise is. If you hear something, it's making some weird noises and I'm a little freaked out, so I'm hoping that this runs smoothly. So this fondue pot, my mom has had it for a while and I thought, why not utilize it for this video, because I've been actually wanting fondue for a while. So I decided that it would be a perfect video. Valentine's Day fondue just kind of goes together. So I have a ton of different things to dip in here and I'm so excited to try everything. Then I got a drink from Starbucks. This is their Love Bean Frap. I think it's a secret menu item, but basically it is a vanilla bean frappuccino with soy milk, 3 pumps of raspberry syrup. That's what the Love Bean Frap is, and I thought that that was such a cute name and it was perfect for this video. Also, I have a red metal straw to go in here, but I'm just gonna try this real quick because I'm really interested. Oh my goodness, guys, try this if you can. That is so good. I'm actually gonna set this down on the ground because I don't want it to give away. And then, oh my gosh, okay, over here I have these vegan, they are vegan chocolate covered strawberries. My brother's girlfriend made these for me and she made them especially vegan for me. They are literally the cutest thing. I will put her Instagram handle right here. Go follow her, and if you can, buy some. Just go support her. She's so cute, and I'm actually really excited because she found some vegan white chocolate and that's what's on these, and I am just dying to try one. Oh my gosh, so I'm gonna do that. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. That white chocolate is so good. Oh my gosh. And I normally don't like chocolate covered strawberries, so I'm surprised that I like these. I'm gonna take this down. I'm actually not surprised. These are really good. I knew they'd be good. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared this is burning. Okay. I'm gonna start digging into this because I'm really scared that it's burning. So I'm going to try a banana. I'm scared it's really hot. I'll link the fondue recipe that I used. It's just by the Edgy Veg again. I always use her recipes. I'll link it down below, or I'll put it in the description box. This is a vegan donut hole from Whole Foods. I'm really excited because they smelled and looked super good, so. So for today's mukbang, I'm going to be talking about some of my past relationships because I thought it'd be a good thing to talk about, you know, Valentine's Day. I have 3 stories. I don't think I'll be able to get to all of them. I'm just gonna start talking about them because I don't know how long this is going to last. So my first story is actually not even a relationship. It's more of my first crush and my first heartbreak, if you will. But I'll talk about that one first. I also have some pretzels. These are just regular pretzels. Ooh, that's a good combo. And then here, these are also some chocolate chip cookies from Whole Foods. I don't know, this is gonna be messy. Okay, so my first story has to do with a guy, we'll call him Nate. So I was probably, I want to say, I don't know, 9, 10, and I was still living in China at the time, and this is bubbling. Okay, hold on. Okay, if it looks a little different, I had to stop because the fire was getting way too much and it was burning the chocolate. So we're all good now. I have it all fixed. These are melting. My sister thought it would be a really good idea to freeze peanut butter, and that way I could dip it in the chocolate and it would be like a Reese's peanut butter cup. But they are like completely melted, so I think I'm just literally going to take an Oreo and put it in the middle, because best combo ever, right? Have you guys ever done that? Dipped your Oreos in peanut butter? Because it is the best combo. You need to try it. So that's what these are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh. Mm-hmm. That was so good. I low-key just want the peanut butter and Oreos. I smushed them all. Oh well. Okay, where was I with the story? Oh yeah, I said I was about 9 or 10, and I was living in China at the time. If you guys didn't know, I used to live in China. I have a story time on that a couple videos back, and I'll be posting a part 2 if you guys want to see that. But I was living in China at the time. I was homeschooled, but we were really fortunate to have a group of foreigners who lived there. We would get together and have sharing time, or co-op, which we basically just get together and do schoolwork together, and it was a really good experience. We met so many amazing people. That is where I met Nate. This is really good quality chocolate. I'm gonna try one with the sprinkles. Look how cute that is. Oh no. Oh no. So good, but so messy. Okay, so I was really good friends with Nate's sister at the time. We were super close, but I'd never really talked to Nate before. When I first saw him, I thought he was so cute, and so I already liked him, but I didn't know if he liked me at all. And so I asked my friend, we'll call her Beezus, I asked her if she could get me her brother's email, because, you know, me back in the day, I didn't have a phone. Email was my only form of communication with anybody. So I asked Beezus if she could get me his email, and she did. I courageously sent him an email. not once had I ever talked to him really in person. I mean, there might have been like the first meeting and saying like hello and hi, but we never would go out of our way to talk to each other. So me sending an email to him was totally stepping out of my comfort zone. I was really scared to do it, but I did it. And he actually sent an email back, and I was so surprised. Because he's not normally the type of person that would send an email back. But in the email, he sounded so genuine and so nice, and he's like, hi, yeah, I do know you from co-op. I just really wasn't expecting it. I thought that I was either not going to get a reply, or I thought it was just a totally different email than from what I was expecting. So long story short, we had been emailing each other back and forth for a good while, and good while, who says that? If you say that, I'm not judging you, just saying I never say that, so it was just random. I digress. There was a point in time where I sent him an email. I don't even know how I was so brave to do this, but I sent him an email and said, I like you, do you like me back? So these are cake donuts, but Whole Foods cake donuts are actually the best cake donut that I've ever had. They're vegan ones. If you're able to, go get some because they're really bomb. So I don't remember how long it had been since I sent him that email, but I was keeping an eye on my email. I wanted to know. I think I sent that email after the last time I saw him, because I think either we were moving or they were moving. And he responded pretty quickly, and he said, I like you too. And me being my innocent little self, I sent an email back saying, really? Like me? Then he sent one back and he said, yes, like you. My butterflies were swarming in my stomach. My heart was so, like, I was just so excited. Even though he'd literally just moved away, so like, how are we gonna be together? So a few years later, after we had moved here, I was probably 12 or 13 at the time, they said they were coming to visit us. I was so excited. So the day arrived that they came, I put on my cutest outfit, the one I felt the cutest in. It was not cute. Don't get me wrong, I love my younger self, but I could have done a little better with myself, you know? Anyway, I put on my favorite outfit, and I just remember I felt like throwing up. I was so nervous to see him again. They finally got here, and he paid no mind to me. It was really frustrating for me because he didn't lead me on, but he had me leading to believe that he actually liked me and that something might happen between us if I ever saw him again. Granted, this was a few years later, but still, he treated me like we hadn't even talked at all, ever. And I was a little bit confused by that. Even when I tried hanging out with him, it was like he was distancing himself every single time I tried. He was hanging out with my sisters more, and it was like he was trying to hang out with them more to make me jealous in a way, but it wasn't that. It was just that he wasn't hanging out with me. So I kept trying to hang out with him and my sisters just to be as close with him as I could. I mean, obviously I was hanging out with his sister too because Beezus was my friend. So obviously I was gonna hang out with her. I wasn't just gonna ditch her trying to hang out with him. Ooh, what if I got some of this? Have you guys ever tried peanut butter bananas? Because that's also a pretty iconic combo. I'm excited. Okay. It's decent. The peanut, I think I got too much peanut butter. The bananas and chocolate taste better by themselves. So, one of the days, Beezus and I were hanging out and we were listening to a bunch of different music. I remember Nate saying that he liked Imagine Dragons, and so we started listening to Imagine Dragons. And at the time, I think Radioactive was a pretty popular song, and so Beezus and I were listening to that. And that night, we went down for dinner, and I was singing that during dinner. And I just remember sitting there singing, and I actually thought I sounded pretty good. He all of a sudden says something along the lines of, "Your singing sucks, can you stop? Like, you're not hitting the notes, you don't sound good, just stop." And I was taken aback. Not only did it hurt because I love singing, and so when like you don't just say that to someone, and so especially from him, hearing it from him, I was like, I never want to sing again. It hurt a lot. I'm obsessed. And then I just remember not wanting to sing ever again. I'm on my last strawberry, guys. And I don't know if it was the following night. What am I doing? I have a stick. I don't know. I don't know when this was, but I remember he was playing Minecraft on our computer and I was watching him. And I don't remember if Maylee was in the room or what. I don't know how this conversation started, but basically he said, "I don't want to hang out with you. You're annoying. I'd rather hang out with your sister." And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go in my room and just eat a bunch of food now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the very first time I had my heart broken. Because I think they ended up leaving after that, and that was literally like the last thing he said to me. The peanut butter and pretzel combo, killing it. I really like that. So, my first heartbreak. It was really frustrating for me though, and like it hurt. I remember I was like devastated for weeks. What can you do? So I actually only have time for one more story. So if you want to see more story times and relationship stories, let me know. But I think I'm going to tell the story of my most recent heartbreak. Not really heartbreak, but I guess you could consider it a heartbreak. I mean, we weren't in a relationship or anything, but like it was we talked about it. So it was this guy that actually a lot of my friends know him, but we're gonna, for the sake of this video, we're gonna call him Noah because I don't want to say his real name and I also don't want to expose him. So Noah, I'd actually seen him around school my freshman year, but I never talked to him until a few of my friends, like my sophomore year and junior year, knew him and they talked to him sometimes, and so I'd kind of be on the side while they talked to him, but I was never one to go and talk to him. So I never really talked to him until my senior year. I would go to shows with some of my friends my senior year, and the very first show that I went to, show as in like small concert, the very first one I went to, he was there. And that's when I officially started talking to him, and he would mess around with my shoelaces or things like that. I don't know, it was really fun to hang out with him. I loved his vibes, and I liked his vibes. I ended up getting a Snapchat that night. And after we dropped him off, we meaning me and my friends, they took me home and dropped me off, and then I got a notification from Snapchat, and it was from him. He had sent me a text over Snapchat and he said, "You looked really pretty tonight." It just made me so happy. I was like, thank you. I think I ended up saying something kind of funny back. I think I said, "Oh, so did you," or something like that, just to be funny. But because there's so much to the story, I'm just gonna kind of sum everything up. He and I ended up texting back and forth a lot. We would text during school, and he lived kind of far, so we never really hung out, but we had built this pretty decent relationship, not like dating relationship, but friendship over text. I swear peanut butter makes everything better. So Noah and I had this, like I said, this strong relationship over text, and we had gotten to know each other pretty well, and we had talked about being in a relationship, and I personally really wanted to be in a relationship, but he didn't want that. He just wanted other stuff, if you know what I mean. But he did like me. He told me that he did like me, but he just wasn't looking for a relationship. He thinks that what he wanted wasn't the same thing that I wanted. So we were in the middle of kind of discussing that. And then I get a text from one of my best friends who's moved away. She texted me saying, because she knew Noah as well, and she said, "Noah just asked me to be his girlfriend." Come again? That's a little funny. Cause
we were just having the same discussion.
That's kind of when I was turned off to him. I mean, I still really liked him, but hearing that, I was like, nope, no, this isn't right. So I kind of just let it slide, which I really shouldn't have. At this point in time, I kind of stopped texting him as much, and I started just not responding as much. We kind of grew distant from each other. Then I don't know how long it had been, but we started texting again. I don't know what I was thinking, but I started texting him again. I remember we started getting close again, and I started falling for him again. Then one of my friends, who also would go to the shows with me, and she also knew him, we hung out one day after school, and she just seemed a little off, and I couldn't pinpoint why. And so she then ended up telling me that they hung out, and the reason why this ticked me off so much was because he told me that he could never come to visit me because it was pretty far, and that's why we never hung out. But I guess it's just extra easy when my friend asks him to because they went on a hike. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not worth it then. That's cool. Thank you. Just boosting my self-esteem right up. So, my friend actually had a really hard time telling me that. She felt terrible because they ended up making out. That right there, just, I don't understand. You tell me you like me and then you make out with my friend. This is why I'm happy being single on Valentine's Day. But I am perfectly happy being single right now. I would like to have a man and be in a relationship, but obviously that's not my path right now, and I'm not gonna let that keep me down. Especially with all the poopy guys that I've dealt with in my time. Alright, I'm gonna have a few more bites of some stuff, but then I'm going to stop because I'm getting a little full and this video is already really long. So, yeah. If you make fondue, don't burn it like I did. It makes the rest of the chocolate taste really weird. That's why I haven't touched this as much, because I burnt it. But it's okay, this stuff is still really good. I've been loving these pretzels and peanut butter. I think that's my favorite combo that I have here. But out of everything, the strawberries were my favorite. Those were really good. And I'm not just saying this, like they actually were my favorite. They were so good. So yeah, those were 2 of my past relationships. I have others, but I just kind of wanted to touch on those 2 because it's like my first and last, or my first and most recent relationships. So yeah. Yeah, after that last thing that he did with my friend, I never talked to him again. So whoopee. But I'm glad I never talked to him again because I don't want to be with a guy like that. Let me know if you guys have had sexual relationships because I feel you. 100%. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here because I'm full. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you enjoyed my unfortunate encounters with the male species. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!